Martha Stewart claims that she is wholeheartedly behind her company, but the homemaking guru may have violated the rules of her house arrest when she attended a Time magazine gala last week. Now, is going to a black tie event really helping her company or just helping her social life? Here with us to figure that out, Courtney Anderson, a criminal defense attorney, and BJ Bernstein, a former prosecutor. Welcome, both of you. Courtney, let's start with you. Is attending a black tie gala part of Martha's work?
I think it is. Certainly this was an event from a very prestigious magazine that was honoring her for her success and her influence. She also spoke at this event, and I think it was a great opportunity to put herself and her company out and forward.
BJ, isn't it true that Martha is her company? I mean, it's Martha Stewart living. It's not Martha Stewart at home under house arrest, and that people need to see her out and about?
People need to see her out and about, but she is under some limitations and there's some rules, and what's going to really have to be looked at by the probation department who's supervising her as to what it is she's submitting and what she's saying she's doing at these events. My understanding is at this particular event she spoke for about 45 seconds, and most of the time was cocktail hour and meeting with other people. And although everybody says schmoozing helps your job, I don't know if that's what the federal government contemplates when they say you can only go to work.
Yeah, well, what about that, Courtney? I mean, it wasn't like it was televised for everybody to see, so it wasn't like she was speaking publicly raising the stock price.
Oh, but there were a lot of, I hate to say it, other very influential people in that room from all different walks of life. And I certainly think that she wasn't there to socialize or make new friends. I mean, she was there for a business purpose. She apparently left before the event ended and was there representing herself and her company. You know,
BJ, so many people, it's so interesting to say, gosh, leave Martha alone. Hasn't she paid her price? Nobody lost their 401ks. Nobody lost their jobs. In fact, her company grew. The stock price went way up. I mean, hasn't she kind of done her thing? Is this a little bit of overzealous?
But you have to remember, I mean, she is still under sentence, and we can't treat her differently than any other person who's under sentence. I mean, the part and the arguments to be made that they went after her for the wrong reason isn't what the issue is now. The issue is, should Martha Stewart be treated like every other person who is on house arrest? And that's what they're going to have to go back and look at in terms of decide. I don't think this particular instance is going to cause her any sort of revocation of any sort. But I do think they're going to look more carefully at where she's going and what she's doing until she's off house arrest in August.
Because she is supposed to actually, I guess, only leave her house for, medical appointments, church, and I'm not sure that the Time Gala falls into those categories. But Courtney, do you think public opinion is going to continue to rally around Martha?
I think so. I mean, certainly people were very supportive of her. I think she did the right thing going to jail and getting it out of the way even while she was awaiting her appellate process. She came back out, went right to the press and the media, rallied her troops at her company, and I think that that's why this event and these other parties and events that she's gone to are important for her brand, and they're part of her work to reestablish herself with her peers in the business community and with her fans.
BJ, don't you think that you brought up the point that you can argue, was she wrongfully prosecuted in the first place? Don't you think that there was sort of a misperception about what she actually did out there? People would say, oh, well, she was an insider trader. Well, no, she wasn't. She lied to prosecutors, right? I mean, don't you think there's this misperception out there?
There is that misperception, but see, that also fits into what the issue is now, because they're going to go back and look at what is on the application when this was an approved event for her, but now did she fully disclose what it is she was doing at this particular event? It's kind of going back to the same issue that you had to begin with, is not that it was insider trading, but what did she disclose and not disclose? That's what's so difficult about what's happening now.
And bottom line, even if you're Martha Stewart, you can't go lie to the feds or anybody, right? That's sort of the moral of the story.
None of us can.
Okay, Courtney and BJ, thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks, Paige.